Today we're outside in the Derbyshire countryside because I'm doing a test of an MGZT TD. So we'll start with a look around the outside, a look on the inside, and then take it for a spin. So here it is, one silver MGZT CDTI. Now, based on the Rover 75, there's not that many differences down the side. There's less chrome, and if you look at it, it sits slightly lower on much bigger rims, as this has 18s on it. Now, round the front, you have a much more aggressive nose on it with different mesh, and although the changes are subtle, they do work quite well. Now, as we go around the back, again, there's subtle changes. We've got the little spoiler on the boot lid there, just adding to the sort of more sportiness of the Z2 rather than the 75. Under the bonnet you've got the 2-litre turbo diesel engine, a large part of which is from a BMW 3 Series. You also get the bonnet on these nice hydraulics, so it's very easy to open and close. Now around here you've got a massive boot, perfectly capable of getting rid of a couple of dead bodies, and you've also got your CD motor changer in there. Under there, in this one I've got a 18-inch full-size spare, but you can have a space saver as well. So let's go and have a look on the inside. Now back here is pretty comfortable. I'm 5'10" and sat behind my driving position, I'd be quite happy on a long journey. You also get this very nice leather clad armrest with cup holders, pen holder and a notepad holder. All very nice. If you are transporting more than 4 people, then whoever sits in the middle does need to be short. Now I've seen people do these tests before, and people always bang on about rear visibility being hampered by headrests. Now, I've been driving a while, and to be perfectly honest, unless you're a moron, it really doesn't make any difference. This has got headrests, it's not got the biggest back window, I can still see what's behind me. So welcome to the driving position. Everything is fairly well laid out. You've got a glove box over here, but it's pretty small. And a storage shelf, CD motor changer controller, full climate control, and this one is fitted with the automatic gearbox. Driver, passenger and side airbags, all the usual things, central locking, stereo controls on the steering wheel, and a well laid out and clear display. So, you know, everything works pretty well in this car, and in the driving position everything does seem to cocoon you a little bit. I quite like it. I mean, it may not be to everybody's taste, but I don't find it too bad, and visibility at the front is pretty good. So, let's go for a spin. Driving this on the road is not an unpleasant experience. Get it on a long straight road, put your foot down, and it's not quick, but it's brisk. It delivers its power in a nice, smooth, even fashion. Now, the automatic gearbox is very good, no complaints there. If you push the sports button forward, then you do get much more from the engine and the gearbox. The speed does come a lot quicker. Now, this being the MG as well, with the stiffened suspension and the bigger wheels, means chuck it into a corner and you're pretty much guaranteed to come out the other side. It's alright. You know, the handling is pretty decent, and for the size of the car, it really doesn't feel like you're driving a big car. You know, you can put your foot down, get it in sports mode, and off you crack. One thing I do find about this is the way it delivers its power. I used to have a Rover 600 2.3 litre, and I had the suspension on that stiffened, so the handling on it was very good, and I would say this is on par with that, if not a bit better. Now the way that delivered its power, you put your foot down and it threw you at the horizon in quite an aggressive manner. You got a lot of torque steer, you really had to hold on to the steering wheel. Now this is very much different to that, it's more refined. You put your foot down and it gently pushes you towards the horizon, you know, put it in sports mode and you're still getting decent speed out of it. So yeah, all in all, it drives very, very well. The steering's precise, where you point it is where it goes, there's not much feedback, but it's not terrible. There's not really much more to say really, it's a pleasant drive. You know, it's a good car, it goes around the bends well. And yeah, that's it really. Oh, and just in case you were wondering about the stereo, that's pretty good too. So that's it, the MGZT CDTI. Hopefully you found this interesting or useful, or I don't know, something. And unfortunately some of the camera work's a bit dodgy because there's only me, and well, driving and filming is very difficult when there's only one of you. And it's my mother calling. But yeah, I mean there are a whole host of new MGs, but personally I just don't think they've got any character, they're just Euro boxers, so I'd take one of these over that any day. Anyway, see you next time.